Are you ready to see how the Los Angeles Rams have quietly mastered the art of turning spring football into a championship-caliber pipeline? Over the past 4 years, the Rams have strategically signed 12 players from spring leagues like the USFL and XFL, successfully landing key contributors like Harrison Mevis to bolster our roster. This approach proves that uncovering hidden gems in the spring is a legitimate competitive advantage for our front office. And honestly, the more details come out, the harder it is to ignore what is going on behind the scenes. Please like, subscribe, and comment your city. Let's get into it. The Los Angeles Rams have quietly mastered the art of finding diamonds in the rough by leveraging the spring football pipeline to supplement our roster. Over the past 4 years, we have signed 12 players from spring leagues, a strategy that reached its peak with the impactful arrival of kicker Harrison Mevis from the Birmingham Stallions. After replacing Joshua Carty mid-season, Mevis became a beacon of reliability, hitting 12 of 13 field goals and remaining perfect on all 39 extra-point attempts. His success is the latest chapter in a long history of spring football success for this organization, dating back to players like John Wolford and Jeremiah Colon, who both earned Super Bowl rings in 2021. And honestly, while recent additions like Matt Caskey and Alec Lindstrom did not stick, the Rams have proven they can identify talent where other teams often overlook it. TJ, Carter, and Jack Heflin also managed to make their marks in regular season action, providing much-needed depth when our injury report grew far too long. For those of us who have followed this team for decades, seeing a kicker come from the Birmingham Stallions to anchor our special teams feels like a testament to the sharp eye of our front office. It has been a steady, professional approach to roster building that respects the grind of these developmental leagues. Fans appreciate this tactical consistency because it keeps the team competitive even during the most challenging stretches of an injury-plagued season. However, with the 2026 player acquisition cycle looming, we have to look ahead. While we have secured some solid contributors, the real tension lies in our current lack of signings from the upcoming wave of talent. Will the front office continue this successful trend of mining the spring leagues? Or are they shifting their strategy entirely to focus on established veteran depth for the next campaign? The most startling development in the Rams' recent roster management is the high-stakes gamble taken on Harrison Mevis, who successfully unseated Joshua Carty to become our starting kicker. Let's be real, replacing a young incumbent with an unproven spring league kicker is a move that keeps even the most seasoned fans on edge. This transition occurred after Mevis arrived from the Birmingham Stallions, proving that Sean McVay and the front office remain relentless in their pursuit of marginal gains. During his 9 appearances, Mevis rewarded that trust by hitting 12 of 13 field goals and a flawless 39 of 39 on extra points, providing much-needed stability to our special teams units. Historically, the Rams have never shied away from the developmental pipeline, dating back to the success of John Wolford and Jeremiah Colon from the AAF era, both of whom earned Super Bowl rings. The coaching staff clearly views these mid-season acquisitions as more than just emergency depth. They see a genuine laboratory for talent evaluation that other organizations often overlook. While teams like the Saints or the Cowboys might focus heavily on traditional draft capital, our front office operates with the philosophy that professional-level experience in alternative leagues translates directly to the high pressure of the NFL. The decision to cycle through players like Brandon Wright and Alex Matheson demonstrates a constant churn intended to keep every position group sharp and accountable. Watching the transition from the injury-plagued 2022 season, where we signed 15 players to injured reserve, to the refined targeted recruitment of 2025, it is clear that the Rams have mastered the art of maximizing value in the offseason. As we look ahead to the next wave of player acquisitions in late July, we trust that our leadership will continue finding those hidden gems who can make an immediate, tangible impact on our postseason aspirations. The Los Angeles Rams have quietly mastered the art of scouting the spring leagues, turning hidden gems into key contributors while other franchises struggle to find depth. This strategy is vital right now because a Super Bowl caliber team like ours relies on low-cost, high-upside acquisitions to survive the inevitable attrition of a long NFL season. And here's why that's a big deal for our immediate future. By securing reliable assets like Harrison Mevis, who successfully anchored our kicking game by hitting 12 of 13 field goals and every extra point, we effectively stabilized a volatile roster spot without breaking the bank. This move shifts our entire depth chart, as having a proven performer allows Sean McVay to allocate salary cap resources toward other positions of need, ensuring our primary starters stay surrounded by capable reserves. These signings provide insurance against the injuries that once forced us to cycle through multiple roster options during the 2022 season. As we look ahead, the reliability of these spring-acquired players becomes the difference in critical divisional matchups against the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Establishing consistent special teams and defensive rotation depth solidifies our standing within the NFC West, giving us a measurable edge in the race for home field advantage during the playoffs. Knowing that we can pluck talent from the UFL and immediately integrate them into our scheme keeps us competitive while others are scrambling for replacements. The ability to trust a player like Mevis under pressure in the fourth quarter provides peace of mind for every fan watching on Sunday. As we anticipate the next wave of talent arriving in late July, it is clear that this disciplined approach to player acquisition remains a cornerstone of our long-term success, keeping the Rams firmly in the hunt for another championship trophy. The Rams have clearly mastered the art of leveraging spring football as a low-cost, high-reward laboratory for roster depth. The primary upside here is the fiscal efficiency and the immediate availability of seasoned professionals like Harrison Mevis, who successfully filled a crucial starting role when the team needed stability most. By scouting these leagues, the organization minimizes the steep learning curve often found in undrafted free agents, allowing coaching staffs to plug in ready-made talent during midseason crises. However, the risk is that these players are often cast-offs for a reason. Relying on secondary leagues can mask deeper issues with initial roster construction or scouting whiffs in the draft. If we continuously lean on stopgap solutions, we might be stalling the development of younger, homegrown prospects who need those developmental snaps. Here's the thing nobody wants to say, but the reliance on spring leagues can become a crutch if the front office stops finding long-term starters through traditional channels. Around the league, scouts from teams like the Saints and the Jets have quietly taken note of our success, viewing our process as a blueprint for finding undervalued assets. There is frequent chatter among analysts regarding potential targets, with names like Matt Caskey and Alec Lindstrom often cited as cautionary tales of guys who showed promise, but ultimately lacked the versatility to stick in Sean McVay's complex system. Here's where I land on this. While I admire the creative resourcefulness of Stan Kroenke and his staff, it is easy to overstate the impact of these signings. Many of these men are simply bodies meant to bridge the gap during injury-plagued weeks. I am not convinced that raiding the UFL is a sustainable winning strategy compared to elite drafting. But for now, it certainly beats standing still while our rivals try to rebuild their own depth charts. As we look toward the future, it is clear that the Los Angeles Rams have mastered the art of finding value in the margins by effectively leveraging the spring football pipeline to supplement our roster depth. This consistent strategy suggests that under the leadership of Sean McVay, the franchise is committed to a flexible, meritocratic approach where talented players can rise from the UFL to make a tangible impact on Sundays. And I'll be straight with you, you should feel incredibly encouraged heading into this season. Seeing Harrison Mevis step into the starting kicker role and deliver a near-perfect performance with 12 of 13 field goals and a clean sheet on extra points proves that the front office has an excellent eye for talent that other organizations might overlook. This level of developmental success provides us with a stable foundation and the confidence that our depth chart is ready to compete whenever called upon. Investing in players like Mevis, Jack Heflin, and TJ, Carter has already paid dividends on the field, ensuring we remain competitive even when the injury bug bites. It shows that our team culture is built on rewarding hard work, regardless of where a player started their journey. Given the success rate of these acquisitions, do you believe the Rams should prioritize signing another proven UFL kicker if competition arises during the upcoming training camp? This pipeline is clearly becoming a signature strength for the team as we prepare for another deep playoff run. If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Ram it! I'll see you in the next one. Until that day arrives, stay tuned for our comprehensive breakdown of the upcoming draft picks and tactical adjustments needed to ensure this roster remains the most dominant force in the league today.